We are here. I gotta fix that text, but we are here to chat. And there's only 3 of us right now. Welcome anybody that is watching. If you're hanging out and looking to chat, we could have some more people in here. We've got a Skype room, and I don't know if anybody in Discord. I might have to see if anybody wants to join us. But
I'm surprised you didn't post it in Discord.
well, I did. So if
Oh.
anybody's watching those would be the people. But why don't you guys go ahead and catch up while I fix our names and stuff.
Producer Jason. So it is Kim's birthday today.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, speaking of which, before I go do the thing, does that show up to y'all? I don't know if that showed up in the video. I don't think it does. Dang it.
Aw,
I
saw balloons go by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Skype
It's so
emoji
festive.
for
Aw.
balloons.
Thank you.
It's a shame that it didn't show up. Oh well. I'll pull up a YouTube video in a minute and put it on the screen of a birthday cake.
Yeah, just home, quarantined from a
Quarantine, drinking your coffee.
Yeah.
We should have had this as a happy hour.
Hey, it's not.
That's not
too late
out
to
of the
change.
question.
Oh my
If
gosh.
I haven't been to the store, so I only have like
What are you talking about, Anna?
order. Actually, all the breweries are getting on board with the home delivery thing, so
I love that.
I know I'm tempted to sign up for that,
I
but
need to check on my local breweries. I know. Is that better? All right. So, hey Anna, you're gonna do the Savage Race virtual with me?
yes, yeah. Do
think
we
we
have
can
deadlines for this, or
You're supposed to do the workouts within 14 weeks, but they haven't posted them all. They're posting them a couple every day.
Posted like the first 3 or something.
But we have, you do it as you can within the next 14 days.
Yeah,
And
there's
I guess we could start anytime. The first one today was an AMRAP.
Oh yeah, I did look at those. It's like a 6-minute AMRAP, and then I don't know.
My jump rope is coming in the mail.
Yeah, I had to go dig my jump rope out of my box of things.
Yeah, I don't have one. I hate jump roping, so I don't have one.
I'm okay with jump roping, but man, it's like saying I'm gonna do 5 minutes of it's way harder than it seems like it should be.
It goes by fast. Like you would think you would complete a whole lot more, but the other day whenever I was doing like 100 singles, like man, that doesn't take any time at all.
Well, we'll see, because I haven't jump roped since Worlds, and that doesn't count.
Oh. What was that on? That was on.
It was on the Funky Monkey penalty. Yeah. It was the worst.
And then you had to drag the rubber.
Yeah.
Ring around.
I still saw it. One dude was whipping out double unders in the middle of the night, and at that point, I had hurt my hip, so I was having a hard time lifting my leg, and I was just like, tossing the jump rope over and stepping through. Does that count? Man,
that does count actually.
Yes.
Does it? Because I can't do double unders to save my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never actually tried.
I have, and I look like, I don't know. I'm just not even going to attempt it.
I feel like my audio is bleeding through my headphones. I can't tell.
I can't hear any echo.
Say something?
Hello?
Nothing.
Yeah, I might have to turn it down a little bit so it doesn't bleed out of my headphones. These are really nice and they sound amazing in here, but they don't necessarily hold well in.
Adam says, drink every time Jason says a Southern expression.
What did I say so far?
I don't know.
Y'all watching the chat for me?
Y'all.
Does that count?
Yep.
Y'all.
Hold on.
I don't have anything to drink.
I don't think this counts. Uh-oh, my delivery's here. Be right back.
You can take us out of the South, but actually you're still in the South.
What? Oh, yeah.
Texas is like 70% of the South.
Where's everybody at? We were expecting to have like 6 or 7 of us in here, and now it's only 3.
Well, Jack said he couldn't make it. Carlo's probably still sleeping.
Yeah, they all said it like last second.
Carlo's probably still sleeping, and Mike and Caitlin are introducing their new cat, Mike's grandparents.
Well, I'm just playing around with the visuals. I am gonna go on a run tomorrow with Will Raymond, and we're going to try and not run right next to each other, I guess.
Oh, that'll be all right though, because while he's doing his Navy SEAL burpees, you can be running. We need to get him. We need to get him on video doing some of those Navy SEAL burpees.
Adam wants to know what are the effects of social distancing on podcasters.
Clearly, this is a good example.
For me, I mean, as far as like podcasting goes, it doesn't make a difference at all. It's I mean, shoot, I could stay home and play video games for forever, probably. Well, not forever. I would eventually just go hike out in the woods by myself, but even that wouldn't really bother me too much. Oh no, Anna, we got an issue with your video again. But I thought I fixed this, so let me see if I can actually. This is good, because I did find a fix for this, or at least a workaround. Okay, I got a solution for this.
Oh, you mean my screen going all small and?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm moving too many things. Hang on.
Nope.
I can fix this, I think.
The wind is still kicking up pretty good.
Keep talking now.
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. I muted my microphone and everything.
Oh.
I feel so good about this.
You are tech master now.
I had to lock up my dogs in the other room so they might start barking.
All right. You shouldn't have that problem anymore, Anna. Your video should stay as is. Now, I'm also working on just trying to see if I can get the audio. You shouldn't have that problem anymore.
Oh, that's my bad. My bad.
I'm also working on.
Why won't it stop?
Trying to see if I can get.
I was trying to pull up the video, but I didn't turn the volume down.
Well, I'm also working on getting the syncing between the audio with the video, because, like right now, I mean, you were just watching a video for a second. Did it look like it was syncing up with my voice, my mouth?
I don't know. I got out of there super quick. Hold on, I'm going to go back.
I know I've watched the videos in the past, it's not perfect for everybody. It's like it's lined up for somebody, but not everybody.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'm kind of working on trying to figure out.
Adam asked how our downloads. Are people listening more or less than usual?
Honestly, it hasn't made a difference for us. But, I mean, we're
huge impact.
Small potatoes compared to some of the others.
Yeah.
And it's not like we've done anything super interesting anyway. We just got on to chat. I mean, there hasn't been anything going on, so so for us, no. I think Matt would be a better person to ask of that.
Okay, let's see if I do it right now. Okay.
What's that?
I turned the volume down. I can see the video now.
I just haven't pulled up.
Yeah, I'm actually checking out. Your audio looks like it's syncing up properly. Mine looks good. Anna, say something?
Something? There's a little. I'm watching on my phone, and there's like a little delay.
Yeah, there is a delay.
Right, but it looks like everybody's audio is matching up.
But yeah, I think it just takes it a second.
It's good.
I'll tell you what, though, I have been listening to Bracken and Kirk's podcast a lot more. Like, they had some really interesting episodes, and I was really sad whenever I went on my long run, like last weekend, I think, one of them, and like I wasn't even a quarter of the way through my long run, and my headphones died. I'm like,
no.
Oh, okay.
That's an important part of life, is keeping those things charged.
I know. So, so yeah, I did the whole 11 miles without audio or anything to listen to except people going by.
I can't win right now, guys. Everything I do.
It's all right. That's why we're doing as many of these as we can, so we can work out these kind of bugs, so that when the races come back, hopefully we'll be ready.
Right. Work out all the kinks.
We are going to be so prepared.
So ready.
Probably still won't.
All right. Where do you see the comments for the YouTube Live? When people comment?
I mean, if you go to the actual watch page, it should show up there, right?
Okay.
I would think so. I mean, where did you go? Where were you watching it a second ago?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm on the phone now.
Oh, yeah, you gotta somehow show the chat on top of that.
Yeah.
Adam just asked a good question. I'll give my answer and then let y'all answer. Do you think the OCR podcast should actually discuss OCR, and what's the acceptable OCR random topic ratio? I do think there's a fine line between OCR versus non-OCR chat. And obviously some people go against that and some people don't, but to me it's like if it's every once in a while thing, not that big a deal. And I use ourselves as an example because we're so amazing, but we've had some episodes that really go off topic, but for the most part we do try to stick to the topics pretty well. And it's pretty easy to assume that Adam's kind of pointing at Josh and Matt to ask, is that too much, or Carlo's done. We're gonna talk about Carlo in a second. But those guys, yeah, they're actually making a notes, page where they're keeping track of all the stuff they're gonna talk about. But then they throw all kinds of other random stuff on there. So I mean that is what they're talking about. So it's interesting to say it's obstacle discourse, but they really do go off on different tangents a lot. But I guess it would have to. I mean, Matt's had said that some of his most popular downloads, it's like that show, Discourse with Davis and Chase, has become more popular than his regular stuff. So, I mean, if it's working for him, but
yeah, I think there's a space for it. There's definitely a space for it. If you're just about OCR, and this is a classic example, like all the races are canceled. So what are you really going to talk about right now? All the races and events are done for the foreseeable future. So I think there's definitely a space for it. And, I think everybody has their niche and everybody has their content to put out. So I think whatever they think is relevant content and whatever will get the listens, then whatever is entertaining to their listeners, then everybody has their own audience. I think that's why there's such diversity in our whole podcasting realm, because I think there's space for everybody. If you want to listen to something not so serious, maybe listen to one of our old episodes. if you want to, look for interviews with elite athletes, and there's plenty of that too. So,
Adam,
yeah.
Can you go ahead and answer? But Adam, let's hear your answer. What do you think? Oh, I think we got a new person joining in. Carlo.
I think it depends on the audience. Because I enjoy when they go on tangents sometimes, especially if it's something else that I like in life. They never have said that there were going to be anything other than that. So that's their audience. I enjoy it. But if you're going to go for something and you want specifically OCR.
Carlo just rolled out of bed.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, I'm going to get an additional video slot here for Carlo. But I think, Carlo, we were just talking about what's the proper ratio for OCR discussion versus non-OCR discussion on OCR podcasts. And I think, there's a show, everybody's doing a show the way that they want it, and if it's not for you, then you just kind of have to be like, oh, well, I don't want to listen to that. But definitely some people are not pleased with others having podcasts that don't talk about OCR stuff a lot. So Kim was about to give her take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kim.
Oh, me. Okay. It was lagging, so I wasn't sure what was happening. Sorry.
Oh, hang on. You probably got...
I was just saying if there's an audience, then there's an audience. If you don't want to listen to it, you just skip that one.
Yeah. Just skip that
There's
episode.
no harm in going off on tangents if you want to.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why he created a whole nother separate show, right? With just he and Josh. So, you know, I mean, just like Will just had the podcast that just covers World's Toughest. And then he created the OCR Report. So, you know.
The McDonald's pizza guy.
The pizza guy.
Oh, the pizza episode.
Yeah,
that guy had a super dry sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I love Frozen for anybody else, or is that just me?
You are not frozen. I'm trying to get us into a new set of windows here. Kim's leaving. Carla, did you want to give your take? Carla, you still there? Carla's frozen. Carla's gone.
Oh no!
Oh well.
All the cyclists are out tearing down my road.
I like this. People give questions.
Adam Quicko's got a 50-50 ratio. If you got OCR in a title, it should be at least half the time. So.
Well, I think so.
I would. All right, Adam. Let's listen to an episode of Obstacle Discourse with Davis and Chase and time. Let's see. I don't know what the ratio is.
Does the ratio change with less races?
Absolutely.
For them, no, I don't think so. I think for them, it's just when it's them. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, since Carlo's not hopping back in, let's do this. Let's get a birthday cake going.
Yay!
Y'all chat about something while I pull this up. Chat amongst yourselves.
Oh, sorry.
Keep talking.
I was watching the comments. My phone was lagging a bit, and I keep closing out the app just like out of habit. I'm just like,
oh yeah.
I just like swipe it away. I'm like, oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm just trying to learn all these different little options here. I figured out how to pop the chat out so I can see it.
All the different windows and everything. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let's see. I feel so bad that I sent a text. So I sent a text to you guys that was meant to my mother.
I figured that whenever I read it, I was like, whoa.
I had so many texts coming in at one time, and she made me a birthday cake, and she said it looks terrible, but we're in quarantine, and I can't see her, and she can't leave the house. And so she's sending me a slice.
Oh. Just a slice?
Yeah, and she's like, the frosting looks terrible, and I'm like, it doesn't matter, it's going to be delicious. But she never got that text. You guys got that text. Like, I cannot multitask today.
That was like whenever I texted y'all, I was trying to text the doctor while we were waiting for him for the procedure. I was like, hey, we're ready. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's wrong text. Damn it.
It happens all the time. You'd think I would learn. Oh, my gosh.
So you guys are going to do the Savage Race Challenge.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about that?
I know that, yeah, I mean, not really sure until we start it, but it's just a set of workouts that we do within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give the details on it real quick.
Well, first of all, I got a little excited about it because it might be the best opportunity I have to earn a Savage medal and shirt because I live on the West Coast.
Oh.
And they don't really come out here.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I kind of like was a little tempted to sign up for both just to have both.
Just to have both medals.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not going to particularly fly out there at this point to be able to do a Savage. So,
yeah.
But anyway, pulling up okay, so it's 14 separate workouts that you do, I don't know how much time you have to do it in.
I don't think there's a time limit.
I feel like...
Yeah, I think it just starts on a certain day, and then you have
there's a number of days.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
You have 4 weeks to complete the 14 separate workouts that are slowly being trickled onto their website. Right now, I think there's 3 of them, but they're designed by athletes that actually run Savage. So it's pretty cool. That was a great idea. Plus, it's a smaller race series, and we all want to support OCR. We don't want to see anybody. And if you're in a place where you can give a little bit to support,
right?
I'm inclined. And I also really want a t-shirt.
To add to our growing stacks of t-shirts.
That one I would wear.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, I don't really... Even my husband, who dabbles in OCR, he's like, well, maybe I'll have to do it too.
Yeah, so he can get a t-shirt too.
Yeah, I'll make him do the blitz.
Yeah, there you go.
Apparently there's less running, so that would be more...
I kind of went back and forth on that whenever I was going between the two, because I'm planning on like adding it in as a supplement to my running workouts. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, do I really want to run that much more? And I'm like, well, yeah, actually I have to, because that's kind of the whole point of building a base, right?
Yeah, so, same.
So I'm like, all right, I guess let's do race.
Yeah. I think there was only one listed so far with actual running in it.
Yeah.
3 miles, I think. Yeah. Broken down, but...
Yeah, broken down in between rounds.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. My road is about a mile long, a little bit more from like top to bottom. It's almost a mile and a quarter long. But after my driveway is where it changes from like a 4% grade to like a 7% grade. So the other morning I used it as like a climbing workout, and I was like, I'm just going to do 12 hill repeats, and I'm just going to do that. And I like spent the rest of the morning puking.
That's a good workout.
Yeah. I think there were some underlying issues that I had going into the workout that like led to that, but
I envy people who live somewhere where they have just a hill out their door, because where I live in California is flat for miles.
Yeah.
So finding a hill is like going over the overpass. That doesn't quite do it. So finally joined a gym because I don't have a incline treadmill or anything. So like, they have a Stairmaster, all that. And then promptly 1 week later, they had to close for quarantine. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had gotten on the Stairmaster a couple of times at my gym, and I did not like it. Didn't like it. It was terrible.
I do work at a 13-story building, so I could just
take the stairs.
I do.
Not all 13 stories.
No, I'll just, after work, I'll do the whole 13 stories. Sounds like a plan.
Kim's going to win the elevation challenge.
Make it work.
Actually, you could have won that free month of coaching that Bracken and Kirk were giving away. I think they were trying to get reviews or something like that for their podcast, but I think they were doing like a vert challenge for whoever got the most vert like at their house.
I missed that. I've listened to a few of the episodes. I really like it too, but I have been not listening to as much this last week.
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, I think there was a guy that got like something like over 1,000 feet of vert or something like that. It was just on his 3 steps in his backyard or his back patio or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, that's interesting.
Headphones must have died before. But
or you could do like what Will said he did. He got a treadmill and a 360, and he was walking on incline and playing video games. I'm like, that's genius.
I used to do that. I used to watch like running documentaries whenever I was on my treadmill. Whenever I would be at the gym and like stuck on the treadmill at the gym. And that helped. Yeah. But I mean, there's only so many running documentaries that you can find interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes it just helps to find something that totally takes your mind out of what you're doing.
Right.
Lately, for me, that's been The Office.
Nice.
I have been watching The Office while running on the treadmill, and that helps. Which, fun fact, this is the first time I've watched The Office.
Really?
Yeah, I just finished the whole series.
Nice.
So,
what did I binge watch the other day? Oh, I'm slowly running out of TV shows that are appealing to me anyway.
Yeah.
So like I binged The Witcher, which was kind of cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I watched Game of Thrones again from beginning to end, and I forgot how much I hated that last season. I even got onto that whole Tiger King thing, and I can't.
I haven't jumped on that one yet.
I can't. Like, it was one of those things, I started watching it. I'm like, what am I watching? And it became like one of those shows that just kept playing continually in the background. And I just, because every single time I tried to pay attention to it, I'm like, what in the world am I watching? What
is it a documentary?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
I know nothing about this.
Can you share the premise of it? Because I've seen it, but I'm not exactly... The title and the description of it doesn't really tell you exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so let me just pull it up on Netflix, because even I don't really know what it was all about. But yeah, it is a documentary. And let me see. Oh my gosh.
Did you just say you've been watching it and you don't even know?
Yeah, well, like I said, it was like one of those things that just kept playing in the background while I was doing other things, because I couldn't. There was way too many mullets and and things I just didn't even understand why they were happening. But apparently it's like this whole big cat community and these zoos that were all in the big cat business. And these two feuding zoos. Yeah, Joe Exotic and this lady Carol Baskin, who owned
zoos.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, who owned big cat parks, basically, and they were in a feud with each other. And Joe Exotic is his own like character within this whole documentary, and he gets accused of plotting to kill her, and in the midst of it all, there's this story of her in her past that she possibly plotted to kill her first husband and hid the body by feeding the body to her tigers. So that's just all within like the first, I don't know, couple episodes. And I'm like, I don't understand what's happening anymore. I just couldn't.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to watch next. I don't know if I'll watch that.
I did see that there was this show on Hulu called Killing Eve. So if you have Hulu, check out Killing Eve. It has that Asian girl from Grey's Anatomy. I can't remember her name. Sandra Oh. So she plays this, I think CIA or something, and her specialty is like serial killers, specifically like female serial killers or assassinators or something like that. And so she like investigates these different cases.
I like that you call
anyway,
them assassinators.
Sounds good.
Assassin is female.
Assassins.
Assassins.
I can't think.
Someone recommended The Hunters to me on Amazon Prime.
Ooh. Oh, The Hunters, yeah, with Al Pacino, and I did watch that first episode, and that was really, really good.
Cool.
It was interesting. Okay.
I might need to go get a coffee refill.
I might need more coffee as well. I didn't assassinators the whole thing.
That was my favorite.
All right, hang on. Before you go get coffee.
Are you going to put on a coffee break?
Coffee break. We'll be right back.
Here's your birthday cake. I don't know if you see it right now.
Not yet. I'm looking forward to it. Oh. Look at all that. Oh, crap. I'm not that
So
old.
I've pulled this in as a YouTube video, through a widget, and it's still showing the ad, which is funny and sucks at the same time.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh.
That's a lot of candles.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's how you gotta put them out. You get the fire extinguisher. Okay, that's enough of that. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I might have to go get that one piece of cake that I have for my birthday and eat it for breakfast.
Oh my goodness. Why do I hear still the music? Where is it at? I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh no, our names went away.
Okay, I think I got it. Alright, go get your coffee.
Oh, it does say default text everywhere.
Oh, does it still say it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. There we go. How about virtual races?
How about them virtual races?
How about
They're
them?
coming. They're all coming.
Oh, they're here.
So, I know that Bone Frog has one. Does anybody know what the parameters are on that? Because every time I kind of went to the link, I just saw where you can register, but there was no breakdown. Is it a surprise?
Similar to the one that Savage released?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one yet and seen the details of it. I do keep getting these emails for some company that's basically they're just cranking out virtual races right now. So they got medals for every one of them. I'm going to pull up some medals here in a second so we can look at them because it's kind of ridiculous.
The ones that always make me, I don't want to sign up for a virtual race. That's not like that. Not like that. Where it's just to spend money, I guess.
Virtualrun.com. It makes me wonder, did they exist before this?
Probably not.
I think they did though. Because I've seen so many ads over the past year. But every time I see one that's like Star Wars themed, I'm a little bit like, oh, that medal's really cute.
Well, are they doing that legitly or is it like a knockoff looking?
Oh, I don't know. But there was one that was a Mandalorian with the child and he was like peeking over his shoulder. Nice. It was really cute. It was for May the 4th, Star Wars Day. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm about to pull up some medals so we can go through and critique them. So give me just a minute.
I bet you I can find that one.
Some of these are...
We could critique the medals.
Critique the medals.
Well, it's just
funny.
Yes!
Ridiculous how...
Oh, hey, funny.
Ooh. Oh my. Okay. This has gone deeper than I thought.
Are you going to have to
I've got to see.
History?
Okay, we're about to go down a rabbit hole here.
Yes.
Here, let me grab all these images. I'll keep talking.
Keep talking. I'm looking for that medal right now to throw at you so you can see it.
So, I guess I'll talk then.
Sorry. We already distinguished how bad I am at multitasking today.
Shoot. No, I figured what I was talking about. Oh, I was thinking it'd be cool to do like a race between us, but so when the Savage thing came up at first, it sounded interesting to be like, oh, cool, let's do that. Let's actually get on a Skype call and do it together so that we're actually competing at the same time. And, depending on how far we want to take that, we could even throw up time clocks underneath our names and whatnot to just make it really fun.
There are some workouts in that Savage race thing that might work for something like that.
Yeah.
The one that was cracking me up is they have like a deck of cards workout, and I know that they want you to pre-program it onto an app or something, but I thought, how funny would it be to actually have the deck of cards and flip in it?
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna do it. Because it's like,
Yeah, what is
just quickly looked, so I might be saying it wrong, but the way it is in my mind is each suit had a different workout.
Yeah.
So hearts was assigned squats, diamonds was assigned deadlifts. I don't know, assign what you want. And then you flip the card, and whatever the numerical value of that is how many of that workout you do. And I don't know how many you do. Do you go through the whole deck of cards? I don't know. But
how many cards you can get through?
Like, I would assume you would take out maybe the face cards and just do the numbers, but it would be kind of a fun competition. Like, how quickly could we all get through a deck of cards?
Yeah.
Something like that would be super fun.
Okay. We can try and play
games like that. Really, I like workout games. I don't know. It's just a thing.
So I was thinking if we were to do, maybe even something as simple as a 1 mile time trial, like if we were able to actually get to a track.
Well, my track is closed.
Yeah, I think mine is as well.
I do know a road. Like I said, everything here is flat, so I just run the road. I know the mile.
I'll run mine downhill.
I don't know. So the nice part about a track is that you can actually have a phone watch you, have your phone set up and watch you the whole time.
True. Yeah.
Doing it on a road, I'm not sure how you'd do that. So if we figure out something that would be cool to I don't know, have it to where we're actually outside. We're on this call, but instead of just sitting in our rooms, we're outside doing something a little bit more entertaining.
Doing something more active.
Talking fun. And
we just went through how much non-OCR talk is acceptable for an OCR show, and
and then we started talking about shows.
Yeah,
fascinating.
Sam told you.
Adam's disappointed. He logged off.
He left. He gave up. Actually, so I can redeem myself from the Netflix talk. Western States, the Western States 100 was canceled. Yeah. And that happens, I think, in June every year. And did you watch that documentary on YouTube?
Mm-mm. Was that super cool? The one I started watching one of them, but is that the one from like 2010?
Yeah, from like 2010.
Okay, I hadn't finished it.
So I think I don't think it was one of Kilian Jornet's first races, but I want to say it was his first time at Western States. And like, he said something interesting during the documentary. He said, like, our trails here in the States are mostly flat, whereas the trails in Europe, where he's from, are just like straight vert, which explains why he's probably like an elite sky runner, and trail runner and all things mountain running. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Plus, he's super young in the film. He's like 22 years old. It was 10 years ago. So they were talking to him at like the beginning of his career. And it's funny to hear some of the race officials be like, well, he doesn't have as much experience, but, like just the raw talent that he has for running.
Changing our cameras here real quick.
I sent you the medal on Messenger, so you can grab that.
Okay.
It's my favorite one I've seen so far.
There we go. Made some room for our watermark in the top right. Oh, now I've messed up our... There we go. There's our names. Okay. Picture time. Picture time for... What you call it? What are we doing here? Oh, virtual races. Virtual race medals.
Okay.
So just to start off with this one. You guys may not see it till it pops up on the feed unless you want me to share my screen. I can do that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh no.
So if you run on Cinco de Mayo, and that's when your virtual race is, okay. Like that theme makes sense because it's on a day. Like, that's all that thing is. It's on a day.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
And it's only a 5K.
So notice the logo there. This is virtualrun.com. All right. So let's take this down the hole here. All right, next one.
Does that say Ink and Run?
Ink and Run, and it's got like tattoo needles on it. Like, what are you supposed to run down to? Let me double check, make sure you don't have something that actually makes sense.
Local tattoo shop. And
but none of these actually support anything, right?
I don't
like when you're signing up.
Company, I don't think so.
They're not.
Show off. Okay, here's their description. Show off your tattoos and medal with this limited edition Ink and Run medal.
Okay. A huge 6-inch medal. Oh my gosh.
A virtual run is about being healthy, having fun, and accomplishing your personal goals. If it's a race that you can run, walk, treadmill, or bike from any location you choose and receive a finisher's medal. It gives you the freedom to run your own route and the ability to be part of something special.
What?
I don't know what that
I
special
don't see what's
thing
so
is.
special about
what is it?
running a 5K.
It just has no bearing on anything.
Random medal.
Like, what is the relation to anything?
No.
Ink and Run. So you go run a race and you show off your tattoo
by yourself.
It's not even a race.
Around your neighborhood.
All right, let's just say well, sure, it's still it's still a virtual race, whatever. But let's just say showing off your tattoos is their theme here. So you run, when you do your run, you make sure that you have your tattoos.
Show off your tattoos.
All right, I'll give them that one just to be nice.
Maybe not the best kind of thing to do while practicing social distancing.
Well, again, this might have come up before that. Okay, here's another one.
Aww. Puppy run?
Puppy run
with your dog, I guess. Let's see what they say.
Sure.
About this one. I need to start using my quiet mouse when we do this because I know you can probably hear my clicks.
Does any of this benefit dogs? Does
it go towards...
Bring your furry best friend on a virtual run. Okay. All right, you got your dog, so you get a medal with a dog. All right, whatever.
This is like the equivalent of...
I'll give them that one.
Like earning badges.
Yeah.
These are not even real pictures of medals. I'd like to see.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they've got the art, the logo art on there.
This is like earning badges in like Strava or Garmin or something.
Which is more rewarding to me.
Because you don't have to pay for it, right?
That's true.
How about this one?
Beer and bacon?
This is for all the beer and bacon lovers who will run for either. Show off your beer and bacon 5K bottle opener medal and use it to open a nice cool refreshment. Well, that's great, but again, nothing to do with the run itself. Like, you're not gonna have a beer. At least say have a beer after you finish or something, and some bacon. Have some bacon before and some beer after. But yeah, there's no relation there. It's just, and again, it's just the art. Like, there is no who knows if you actually ever get this thing. To be honest.
And then what do? You're just going to hang it or put it in a drawer?
You wear it
You wear it?
The next cookout so you can have it as a bottle opener.
Oh, good. It does have a bottle opener. I missed that part.
Yeah. The bottle opener. So you wear it to your next barbecue and say, I ran a 5K.
You're like, it serves a purpose.
All right. Let's see what's the next one I have here. Give me just a moment. There's another one I want to show before we get crazy here. There's maybe I'll just mention these two. There's one, it's a Conquer the Sea. Conquer the Sea 5K, calling all sea lovers and land lovers. Again, nothing to do with anything. Like, you run and it's just a cool looking medal. Like that's it. It doesn't.
Only 1,000 available.
This one.
Better jump on that, Jason.
I don't think that one's popping up on our feed yet.
No, I haven't. I'm not showing that one. That I didn't download it yet. But
okay.
I just want to point out that it has nothing. Yeah, let me take down the beer and bacon one. We're still looking at that one.
It has like a mermaid on it.
It had a lot of things.
All the sea related.
But I feel like you have to run through some water.
Yeah, well, that it would be cool. That would make sense if they put something on there about that, like go run by the sea or something. But yeah, it's nothing.
By a body of water.
Literally is just go run a 5K, pay us $30, and we'll send you this medal.
Oh, that's $30 struck. That's on sale
$30.
From what is that? $65? What?
Let's see what happens if I add this to my cart.
Oh god.
Actually, I might be able to go ahead and show all this on the screen too. Give me just a second. I'll do something cool here. Keep talking about this stuff.
Yeah, this is the whole thing that I have about virtual runs is stuff like this, where it's just you're basically just selling medals.
Yeah, with less effort than anything else, because it almost reminds me of the boom of OCR when it first started. Like everybody was doing a mud run because they thought they could make a ton of money off of it, and you would go to one home mud run and come out with 10 flyers to different ones.
Yeah,
it's like a boom of virtual races, but when will people realize you're just
giving these companies money? Yeah. Which I would be totally down with, things like that, like supporting my local businesses or supporting my local race directors or, things like that. But so I came across in my news feed, which is totally weird because it was, I guess the last time we were on Skype and Mike and Caitlin were with us and they were going to be talking to the Mutter Minds guy. And I wanted to know more about what can I do to start running for mental health awareness kind of stuff. And then, of course, the next time I'm on Facebook, it pops up in my feed like some random thing. And I clicked on the link just to see if it was an actual organization that I could run for and raise money for. And, so that, your money is going, the money that you raise is going towards, resources or, things like that have to do with mental health awareness. Well, it had nothing to do with that. It just had, you're free to run whenever you want. Well, yeah, I know that already. I want to be able to raise money for organizations that, support things like this, not just run because I can.
No, you are pathetic enough, I guess, that you need something to encourage you. So go pay $35 and get that medal.
Yeah, but it was this whole run streaking thing. That's another thing too, is the run streaks.
What's a run streak?
Where you just run at least a mile for as long as you can every single day.
Oh, I was totally thinking a different kind of streaking. I was like, do you get a medal? Oof.
Well, you do if you pay $35.
Yeah.
Where's I messed up our names again.
Props to whoever can maintain, like Mike's doing the whole 2 miles a day since, January 4th he's been doing it since? It's pretty awesome.
Will's doing, 1,000 feet of vert?
Every day?
I think so. That's a Yancey Camp thing.
Oh, yeah, Yancey challenge.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be fun. I'll get ready.
Which he's been putting out his own virtual challenges as well from his website. That you just go to his website and see what the challenges are.
Oh, Yancey?
And post your time.
Well, that's nothing new from him.
Yeah,
I mean, Yancey puts out challenges day in, day out.
Yeah.
Oh, guess I need to go to the website more.
All right, let's see if this works.
Dog is snoring.
Nothing's happening. Okay, that's not working. Give me a second.
Okay. You're doing well with the multitasking.
Thank you.
That was weird. That was very strange. My email just popped up, but I don't have any email to look at. Strange.
I feel like I just got distracted.
Who?
Me.
You got distracted?
Yeah. I lost track of what we were talking about.
Did Carl leave and just not ever say anything again?
Yeah.
Never came back. Went back to bed.
Exactly.
I've had some days off, so I've been sleeping. My sleep schedule's gotten all messed up. I'm a night person. I like to stay up late, and I try not to, but we hooked up the video games.
Nice.
Nice. What you been playing?
We have a lot of vintage systems that we hooked up, and I got on a Twisted Metal kick.
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of Twisted Metal. I particularly enjoy games that don't take much thought. You still having some tough weather there?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out.
No, you're
good. It's not happening.
I think it's still raining here.
Oh, it's beautiful here, but the wind is just, whenever it kicks up, it's like serious. It's supposed to get up to like 50, but not until around 3 o'clock. So I guess that's whenever I'm going out for my run.
Yeah. I think my big plan today, I want to pull out some board games.
Nice. We lost our deck of Uno cards. I'm really sad about that.
I found a deck of cards. Dos. It came out. It was like the sequel to Uno. Never played it. I don't exactly know.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I forgot I had it. I found it in the bag. I was like, ooh, Dos.
How do you even play it? Do you play it just like
I haven't played it yet, but I'm assuming when you have 2 cards, you have to yell Dos. Oh, man. I love the everybody's doing puzzles.
Yeah.
But I'm not someone who has enough attention span for a puzzle.
I just don't have the real estate on my table that
Yeah, that's true too. I have like mini puzzles that are 50 pieces. Those are my speed. I like those.
Yeah. We have this whole cart at the hospital in our ICU. We have a whole cart of like busy stuff for for like
people that need to use their hands.
Yeah, and like, or if like they're not allowed to have any sharp objects around them or something, then it just gives them something to do. But it's really good with like the elderly people who don't really know where they are at, and sometimes they like to fidget a lot, and so we have like busy blankets and
I've seen those. I think
coloring books and things like that. So I think they were running kind of low the last time I was in there.
I did see busy blankets before, like how to make them and stuff, and I thought that was a really cool idea.
Yeah, it's a super cool idea.
As a fidgeter, it seemed like.
Which I feel like whenever I get older, I think that's like how I'm going to be. Just always fidget. Especially now, like our generation who's like, we're always on our phones, like what are the implications of that going to be whenever all of us get older and we don't know how to use a phone anymore?
It's like the one thing we don't lose.
Right.
I don't like how with a cell phone, like, because we're on it all the time for things, and then I'm posting on social media a lot, and then I'll find myself just picking it up and opening those apps without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, why am I even here right now? Right. I don't have any reason to be on this.
Yeah, you like pick up your phone because you're looking for a phone number or something, and you just
you open the app.
Yeah, you just automatically open up Instagram, and you're like, how did I end up here? Where am I?
I don't like how that has affected like the brain. Like you just automatically autopilot to these things.
Yeah. A lot of time at night though, like my phone just stays on the charger, and I've been a lot better about it. It just stays on the charger, and that's where it stays for like the rest of the night. Unless I'm on call. But that's a whole nother leash on its own. But
yeah, makes sense.
Because we got a new paging system, so it pages our pager and it sends out this super urgent text message at the same time. So I'm like, ah. It sounds terrible.
Have you been on call a lot lately?
Not this past couple weekends, but 3 times during the week usually I'm on call. Which, thank goodness we haven't had to do anything. Knock on wood.
I know that with certain things being shut down, like you said, you were working a different unit than you normally would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's my background. Whenever I first became a nurse, I got into critical care nursing, which is kind of cool to like go back and help them out if I can. But the only thing I see where that could be a problem is that I work in such a specialized procedural area that if something happens to me or one of my techs or one of my other coworkers, like we can't really pull from another department and just throw them in there. So that's been, that's been kind of, I want to do my part and help out wherever I can, but at the same time, I still have to take call and I still have to be well enough to, do my job.
Would they, because critical care, I hear it's the emergency room nurses that are being exposed and then put on quarantine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So then they are stuck, not, they're stuck
not really having.
Don't want that to happen.
No, definitely not. Which one of my friends in Louisiana, she had to be tested, and she's going to be getting her results back probably like Monday or Tuesday, just because she started having symptoms. And
how long do the results take to come back?
They've been taking anywhere from like 5 to 8 days, I think, is the longest I heard.
Wow.
So yeah,
longer than I thought.
Right. And I know there's like a bunch of biotech companies that are trying to develop a more rapid test for it and everything. So
do you know what the test is? Is it a blood test?
No, I think it's just a nasal swab.
Oh.
Yeah. Where they like stick a Q-tip up your nose and like touch your brain. Yeah. It's just like the flu swab. So they can like send that out for a number of tests. But yeah, whenever they swab you for the flu, they stick a Q-tip up your nose and like it feels like they're like attacking your brain.
So I've seen a video of them.
Like the nightmare.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Yeah, I saw the video of them doing that. They've been having these places where you can just drive through and get the test for coronavirus, and they did that too. So I've never had that happen before, and it looks awful.
It's awful. It's like if it surprises you and it like, if it startles you, they probably did it right.
Like the second that he said, he's got this big long thing and he said, and we're going to go all the way to here. And I was just like, no. And then sure enough, he shoved it all the way
You did
there.
it?
Like, not for me, but it's watching a video of him doing it to somebody else. It's just that's terrible.
Yeah.
All right. You all ready to go back to virtual races?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Virtualrun.com. Virtualrun.com. This, so we've been talking about how it's ridiculous in some form or fashion. So we're trying to give the benefit of the doubt of, it's got this theme, so you do this with it. Okay, maybe. But here's the thing. You see this website. Oh, great. Go look at the events. Some of these are the ones that we looked at. Here's the Conquer the Sea that I was talking about earlier. $30. Oh, that's right. I went to add it to my cart. I wanted to see what happened there. Oh, no, I got 2 of them.
I was going to say it went up to $60.
I need an extra one for my dog.
That was the puppy run.
Yeah, the puppy run.
I almost guarantee there's extra shipping that goes along with this too. All right, I'm not going to do all that. We don't want to give everybody my info. I probably already saw it right there. Dang it. All right. Anyway, so going back to the events, and here's the best part. Can you see what that is?
Wait, what?
Is
What
that
are
a
we looking
bubble run? Wait. Oh!
What?
So that explains it.
Yeah.
Terrain race 5K. Oh, that is funny.
There it is.
But that's not $1. I would just like to point out.
Is it more to do it at home than it
terrain-
is to actually go?
It
Virtual
does.
races cost more than the real thing.
It costs more to do a virtual terrain race than it does
That's
to
fantastic.
sign up for one of their events.
So these, all of these, well, hang on. I know Blacklight Run for sure.
Color Frenzy too. They're
You feel pretty confident
same
that
company.
it's all
Yeah.
cool events.
Yeah. Yeah. See, download Cool Events AR app on Google Play and App Store. Yep. Cool Events.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's the.
Wait,
is that the commercial for it?
Oh,
I was like, is
buddy.
it blowing bubbles?
Yes, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
You do a bubble run
medal.
and you get the medal, but there's no. I don't even know if there's any bubbles in their race, to be honest.
Hello.
You put your phone over it and it does
hear a Heather.
bubbles.
Hi. Do you see my camera?
I do. You're not
Your
on the
face?
live stream yet, but you are audio-wise.
Woohoo!
We're talking about virtual races and all these made up, just random races online.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and we
see
just
my screen?
determined that it was cheaper to do a virtual terrain race. Or
No, it's cheaper to do a
costs
real.
more. Yeah, it costs more to do a virtual terrain race than an
They
actual.
actually have a virtual terrain race.
Well-
How can you do a virtual OCR?
That's what we're looking at. Like, there's these different ones that just some of them have a theme, and I can see it a little bit, but then some of them are just completely doesn't make any sense at all. But then there's all these ones that are all the different cool events: terrain race,
Oh
Color
God,
Frenzy,
never
Blacklight Run, Foam Glow, and Bubble Run.
Of course,
Foam blow.
Cool Events is trying to do this.
Well, that's what I was looking at the website. At first, I was like, okay, but then I realized, oh no, this is owned by them. But I can't find anything that actually says that it is. So I was
Like Virtual Run is an arm of Cool Events.
yeah. So I was trying to find something.
Maybe.
Well, probably won't be doing that then. Happy birthday, Kim!
Oh, thank you.
How's your birthday so far?
Pretty uneventful. Oh, I got $1 million bill in the mail.
Ooh!
Can you see it?
I can't.
Oh yeah,
face
sorry.
up.
I'm trying to track down who Virtual Run. See if it actually legally says it somewhere.
Jason's trying to do some sleuthing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were debating how early on a birthday in the apocalypse in quarantine, how early I could start drinking the
Well, it's your
beer.
birthday, so it's as early as you like.
Well, it's your birthday, and it's like I said. Was it? No, it was on the call I was having with my friends. I saw this meme. Quarantine rules are like airplane rules or airport rules. Doesn't matter what time you start drinking.
That's
Sure,
true.
it's no time.
Oh my gosh. I did need a coffee refill.
So even in terms
Yeah,
of
I've been getting really crappy sleep the past few days. Like I don't know what it is.
There it
like
is, I found it.
It's not. Yay!
sorry.
What did we find?
Virtual run at Cool Events. Boom.
Yep.
But yeah, my body apparently decided to catch up on all the sleep today. So I woke up like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago.
That's awesome. You're like, what day it is?
I have
What
no
is it?
concept of time anymore. It's
What
gone.
year is it?
That's okay, because Carlo apparently went back to sleep.
That's really funny.
I
He
gotta,
popped on for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I gotta get Heather into the video here.
Was Carlo hungover from his champagne?
Probably so.
Carlo had champagne? I thought I had champagne.
Was it you that had the champagne?
Yeah, I did.
He was talking. Was it you? He was talking yesterday. Were you the one that had as a friend that owns a champagne cellar or whatever?
Now he did say
Oh,
that.
I think that's Carlo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing this all live. I don't know if this is gonna make for terrible video, but that's okay.
All right.
This is how it goes. They can
Live
behind the
editing.
scenes.
Live editing.
Yep. Get to see what the behind the scenes broadcasters do.
Yeah.
I did say this is the time to learn all and get all the kinks worked out.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
this is the weird one.
Heather, how's my sound?
It's so much better. Oh my god.
I'm
not
so
coming
happy.
from like 15 feet underwater anymore. It's so nice. Ooh, you got your new mic?
Yes, it's beautiful. Thank you, guys.
Yay. I'm so glad.
I really love it.
It's beautiful and clear. Yay.
Super fun.
I love
And
it.
the headphones are red.
Yes, of
Nice.
course. They must be.
I like it.
Oh man.
That was one of the things that I was thinking about last weekend, though. I was like, Kim needs these headphones.
Truth.
Especially
So
after mine died on my run.
Uh-oh. I might have to jump
More
off for a
deliveries?
second.
The
no.
second that I start putting full
The
people
Can I
in there?
put? No, I'm gonna
Okay.
walk away. Can we leave me in an empty screen? Too bad I can't make mine like a be right back.
I can. It'll just take me a minute.
You just leave an empty screen.
I have someone at the
That's
door.
fine. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay. Bye.
Just mute yourself.
Okay.
I don't trust strangers at my door.
Not this day and age.
No.
They probably got the virus.
So funny. So I live in an apartment complex, and I got right before this all went down, I filled in a maintenance request because I needed the light in my bathroom and my tub fixed. So I put in a maintenance request. Well, unless you call the office and schedule a specific time, because you can also do it online. So I was like, oh, that's easiest. I'll do it online. When you do it online, they don't tell you when they're going to be here. They just, like, I got back from a walk and there's just 2 men in my apartment. I was like, oh, hi.
That's a little alarming.
It was a little alarming. I knew they were here for maintenance, but it was like, geez, you guys could have at least said, hey, we're on our way.
Heads up or something, or like a sign that they tape on the outside of your door, maintenance.
Strange man in your
Maintenance is
house.
inside.
Okay.
Clearly, you don't live in the South, and they don't suspect anyone's packing.
Yeah, seriously. I haven't lived in the South in a hot minute.
When did you live in the South?
From end of 2013 to summer 2016. I was down in
Florida.
because Jay was stationed in Pensacola, so I was down there for 3 years, and that's actually that was the time period I started getting into OCR.
Nice.
Ironically, in one of the flattest parts of the country.
Right?
Yeah, it was really interesting. Like, I'm definitely West Coast through and through, and I'm glad I'm back, but I'm glad that I got the experience to live there for 3 years, because it was so wildly different from anything I'd ever known or grown up with. The culture was so different from the Pacific Northwest. So it was cool to experience it. But it was Florida, and so I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. So,
Pensacola. They used to call that the Cajun Riviera, I think.
Oh yeah, you guys don't live in Florida, right?
No.
Good.
No, I think it's Jack that lives in Florida.
Yeah, it is, and he lives in the southern, because like the Panhandle is the South, and then there's like the rest of Florida, which is kind of different.
Right.
Yeah. I lived in the Panhandle. I lived about 20 minutes away from the Alabama border, so about 45 minutes away from Mobile.
Yeah.
And like an hour and a half south of like Georgia. So I was like right there. Yeah, my dog actually, we got her from this couple that lived in Alabama because they got 2 Danes and they didn't spay or neuter them, and they had litter.
Oh.
So we got this. We got her from a trailer in Alabama.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's a southern dog. But yeah, everything they say about Florida is true. Florida's insane. Florida is just nuts. Speaking of nuts, the hottest thing in pop culture right now, have you guys seen The Tiger King yet?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. So maybe you can explain the premise a little bit better because I started watching it and I just couldn't. I just couldn't anymore. It was one of those things that you feel like, am I really watching? I'm really watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, so I binged it in like 2 days. It's wild. And it's one of those things because it's what, 7 or 8 episodes long.
Yeah.
Every episode just gets weirder. And you're just like, how can this get weirder? And it does. And it's interesting because there actually was a pretty good review article written about it, about how it's sort of all over the place. And it really is.
Yeah.
Like, it has a kind of theme about the murder for hire plot, but that doesn't really
that's just one little part of it.
Yeah, that doesn't get touched on until towards the end.
Yeah.
The way I view it in retrospect is each episode, so the through line are these people, right? These 3 main people and their insane lives. And then each episode sort of focuses on its own thing.
Uh-huh.
So each episode has a different theme in a sense. And so it's almost like not a compilation, but like those shows where like Black Mirror, where it's not a through line, but every episode's its own story. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. And they're all kind of somehow intertwined in their own little way.
Yeah, exactly. So every episode of The Tiger King is sort of its own little story, but it's all tied together by these people. It's nuts. It's insane. It's wildly entertaining. I'm like, how are these people alive? And Carol totally killed her husband. She totally fed him to the tigers. We all know. I've seen too much true crime.
Saw a great meme. It says it's Trump like whispering in somebody's ear, and it's like, the whole world's, the U.S. is going nuts, and then Trump's whispering to somebody, release the tiger documentary.
That is like, of all the memes I've seen, it is funny that in this craziness, all those memes are totally true. Right. In that the Tiger King is a wonderful distraction. It's like, yay. Oh, something more insane than what's going on right now.
Right.
Yay.
It's more of a train wreck than if you were to turn on your local news.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh, man.
The local news is just a little too real.
Dude, yeah, I have to force myself to like stop looking at the news, looking online, looking at Twitter, because I'll look at it for like 2 hours straight, and I'm like, okay, this is doing nothing but increasing my anxiety. I've got to do this.
Yeah, I think pretty much the only thing I'll watch news-wise now is like whenever they talk about the weather.
Yeah.
and then on Sunday mornings, whenever they do the CBS Sunday Morning with the trumpets and the pretty pictures of the suns.
Yeah.
And all the feel-good stories. That's about my extent of my news intake now.
Yeah, that's good. Well, it's funny. Like normally, we humans, we like turn to social media and things to like escape whatever our lives are. Now there's no escape. We turn to go to social media and it's everywhere. I'm just like,
Yeah.
But it's one thing I found is really nice to calm my anxiety is I totally have a coloring book and coloring pencils.
Yeah.
It helps, man. If anybody's experiencing anxiety, they need to calm the heck down.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we have those for our patients in ICU.
Yeah, see? Like, yeah, sure, it's originally a child's activity, but holy cow, it really, like, I was stressing out really bad the other day, and I was like, okay, I need to step away, because I was like, I've filed for unemployment, because I was like, I have no means of making money right now. Yeah. So I was like, dealing with that, and like freaking out. I was like, okay, I'm just going to step away. I'm going to put a good show on, and I'm just going to like do nothing but just color and listen to the show. And it totally worked. Like my anxiety went down. It's like breathing normally again. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So pro tip.
Life hack.
Yeah.
Get on social media just for the memes. Like, I'm just here for the memes. That's what I'm going to change my background to. I'm just here for the memes.
Oh, totally. I love it. So wait, Anna, do you work in ICU?
I used to. That's where I started nursing. And with all this craziness and everything, like I've helped out in the department. Like if they're super crazy and busy, and they need somebody to just come in the department and like just answer phones and field calls from like other departments and stuff. So yeah, it's been crazy. But they converted all the rooms right outside my department into like COVID rooms, which makes me not want to come to work because it's just right outside my department. And yeah, I'm not real happy about that. But
Yeah. Do you guys have enough equipment? I keep hearing about all these equipment shortages.
Not at all. Not at all. And whenever I pulled a few hours in ICU this past week, they like I feel so bad for them because like their equipment is falling apart and they don't really have the replacement parts to replace the hoses on the equipment, and they're having to wipe down and reuse their gowns, and it's just a cluster.
Oh no.
I feel so terrible. And one of the ICU nurses actually, I think like her husband and her 2 kids are living apart from her while all this is going on because like she doesn't want to bring it home.
Oh, that's right.
Everything, you know? So it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Like the whole thing just makes me so angry just because like it's supposed to be the United States, you know, like we're supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world and we can't even equip our healthcare workers to deal with a crisis.
Right? Oh, it's insane. It's interesting, and like this is the thing that everybody's talking about now. It's like once this is over, because I'm hopeful there will be an end at some point. I'm like, what will our world look like? What will our society look like once it's over? Because it's exposing a lot of holes, and it's for sure. It's both exposing a lot of holes and also being like, hey, here's systems that can work. It's having this weird dual effect of doing both of those things. It's like, will these changes be permanent? Like shortages in the hospitals. It's like, okay, this is something we seriously need to address moving forward. It's fascinating.
Yeah, and it's definitely nothing new, you know. We've had shortages in the hospital before, and it was funny because I took a picture of my letter that said I was essential. And I sent it to my mom and my sister, and so we had some drama in the hospital before all this started, and I was like, interesting, just a few months ago they said I was replaceable and now I'm essential.
Hey. What do you know?
Like, so interesting how this changes everything.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm very intrigued. Like I'm it's so funny. I call myself a realistic optimist. I think that we're going to have to go through several more weeks of this. But honestly, I think we're going to come out of it, and I don't think life's ever going to go back completely to normal, but it'll be like a different normal. It'll be a new normal. We're going to go back to a new normal at some point. That's what I have to believe right now, or I'm going to freak out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look at the optimistic side of things because the reality of it is that things are going to get worse before they get better, but it almost has to be, because then you expose where your opportunities are for improvement.
Right.
And whether or not they get improved after this, we'll have to see, but at least they were exposed, right?
Yeah, definitely. I have a question for you. So, do tests for COVID-19, do they take a while to come back?
Yeah.
A friend of mine, after we all hung out on St. Patrick's Day, so the 17th, 11 days ago, he was feeling sick after we hung out, and so we went to the doctor that following Friday, and they're like, okay, so they gave him the test. They're like, you'll have results, 2 to 4 business days. He was supposed to get results by Wednesday, and nothing yet. It's just like, oh God.
Yeah, it's been taking like up to 8 days, I think.
That's crazy.
Is the longest that I heard.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've had people in the hospital with just mild symptoms that can be managed at home, that they're discharged from the hospital before we even get their test results back. So
gosh.
They're just kind of like, go home, but don't have any contact with anybody. Quarantine yourself for 2 weeks until we can get your test results back and hope for the best.
Try not to get anybody else infected.
Just wash your hands and don't come into contact with the general public.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh.
which, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it's just scary how easily transmissible this thing is. And it's funny because like I try and take it lighthearted because I feel like a lot of aspects of my job I have to be lighthearted about things. Otherwise, I'll just have way too much anxiety about a lot of things that can go wrong in the course of my day. But so like if anybody thinks I'm taking this lightly, I'm really not. It's just, how healthcare workers cope with things.
Well, yeah, it's how you survive.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only a handful of moments that have ever like really, really stuck with me. But yeah. Like this whole pandemic thing is just it's scary how easily transmissible it is. It's scary how quickly things can get so serious and so critical so quickly, especially in those that are elderly and have their health compromised, and maybe some that don't even know that there's anything wrong with them yet.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's just wash your hands, people.
Wash your hands. Well, it's so funny when that article that there's now articles coming out. They came out like a few days ago saying that there was like a symptom where you lose your sense of smell.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, I think that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because before the 17th, before St. Patrick's Day, like a couple days before, I thought it was allergies because I think I am as I have entered my 30s. I think I am developing allergies.
Right.
But I had this weird. I read a bunch of articles. Because the people who are experiencing loss of smell aren't really experiencing any other symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
I just one day like woke up and there was no sense of smell. Like my nose was clear. I could breathe through my nose. Everything else was fine. I wasn't coughing, nothing else. Like I didn't have any other allergy symptoms.
Yeah.
But my sense of smell was gone. I sprayed a ton of perfume on my hand, smelled nothing.
Nothing.
And because my sense of smell was gone, my sense of taste was gone. I was freaked out. Like I actually made a Facebook post about it. I was like, guys, is this because like literally it is the weirdest thing. Smell is one of those things that you don't really think about until it's gone.
Right.
And it was like pure gone.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. And it creeped me out. It only lasted a couple days. But then after St. Patrick's Day, my friend got sick, and I was like, So I'm a little concerned that I might have had it. I might have given it to him. It's insane though. It's like it's because the testing is just not. I mean, it's not the hospital's fault, but it's just the testing's
just not rapid enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not available or quick enough yet.
Yeah.
Because I've heard from some people that they want to go get tests, but they're being turned away if they're not actually showing symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so even if I wanted to get tested, then I couldn't have because all I could have said was, I'm not smelling anything. Like, okay. Oh, it's crazy. It's all right. We're gonna ride the storm.
Yeah.
Well,
Netflix.
Yeah, add some stuff there.
Well, okay, Jason, what's your son's name again?
Declan.
Declan.
It's an Irish name because me and April got married in Ireland.
That's right, you did. I remember because April posted some pictures recently from Ireland.
Yeah, we've discussed photography a little bit, and I've done a little bit myself and self-taught and done a couple of gigs, paid gigs, but not much. Yeah. And whenever I met her, I gave her my 3 tips that we talked about, and so she's gotten pretty good at it herself and has taken like her best friend's engagement photos and baby pictures and for her brother, and like she's done it for her close friends and family, and they've got people seeing theirs and being like, oh my god, can I hire her for this? That's
awesome.
But she's And she's got a full-time job, so she knows don't get into that because it's going to be way more stress. And especially when you're, it's like, wedding photography. I mean, it's those people's life that you're capturing. And if you don't do a good job, it's all on you. So it can be very stressful.
Yeah, you've got to want it to be your career or don't go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, so when we did our wedding photos ourselves, we set up a tripod and did all that stuff ourselves. So that was, just me and her taking those pictures.
Really? Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I want to go to Ireland. I want to travel. Of course, we humans, anytime we're told not to do something, I'm like, I want to travel.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man. I saw a meme today that was like, someone posted a meme that said, gas prices have never been lower, but we can't drive. And airfare is really low, but we can't fly. We're living in an Alanis Morissette song. I was like, we are! It's so true. Oh, one day. I'm still going to go to Europe. I'm still tempted to buy my tickets. It's just, there is no clear end date.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's insane to me that it's towards the end of March, and I'm like, I wonder if I'll be able to fly to London in August.
Right?
Yeah, it's nuts. Hi, my girl cat. The animals. They're everywhere. Every time I try to do this.
Actually, Jason, didn't you make a meme with your son's Christmas photo, one of his old I think because his facial expressions are the best.
I could probably find them real quick. It might take me a couple minutes, but I'll find them. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, he just didn't really smile much for other people as a very young boy.
That's really funny.
The look that he's giving the photographer is just priceless.
I think I saw that.
Let me find those, and we'll share them with everybody, and then we'll call it a day because I need to go spend some more time with them.
Yeah, I should probably make myself breakfast at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Breakfast for lunch. It's okay.
There you go.
Airport rules, remember?
Airport rules.
Airport rule.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if y'all have ever noticed this before, but there is you can make an album, a Facebook album for your kids, so that when you tag them, it goes into there, and of course you can only share it. You share it with who you want. Now I'm trying to remember how to get to it. Now,
how are you able, Jason? What kind of computer do you have?
PC, Windows.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to screencast, but it's surprisingly difficult with a Mac.
Well, I feel like there's a version of I'm using OBS.
Yeah, OBS. That's
Mac
what I've
version?
been trying to use. I think it says it's compatible with Mac, but there's a certain command that's not available, and so there's some YouTube tutorials I have to go watch, but apparently it's a bigger pain in the ass with
I do see there is a Mac version. So yeah.
There is, and I downloaded the Mac version, but I can't figure out how to do, I don't know, how to basically do what you're doing.
Well, if you need some help one day, let me know. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I'm not going to lie, I'm really embracing my nerdy self again, and I'm considering starting a Twitch channel, and I can't figure out how to stream. I don't think I belong in the gaming community if I can't even figure out how to stream my computer. It's sad.
Heather, I don't know what you guys have been talking about, but I've been gaming a lot more.
Yay! Good. I have totally been gaming lately. It's all been Diablo 2, but still.
Well, I've been playing Twisted Metal.
Woo! I don't even know what that is, but it sounds amazing.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
It really made me nostalgic.
Dude, Diablo 2 is making me totally nostalgic. I figure, well, I say once I beat it, I'm already on nightmare level, which means you already beat the game once. Now you're playing it the second time. But I figure once I get comfortable with that, then I'll move on to Diablo 3, which is online. Woo!
What system are you playing on?
A Mac.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's perfect.
Because I invested in Macs for the past few years because I was a photographer, and it's really good for photography editing and everything. And once you start with a laptop, it's just so nice when all of your systems can link together so easily. And so I've got the iPad, a Mac desktop, and my Mac laptop. And it's like, it made sense to have them all be the same. But now that I'm getting back into gaming, I'm like, oh, I want a PC. PCs are better.
Oh, geez.
So
and all I want is a Mac.
the album for kids, so you can make what's called a scrapbook in Facebook. Ooh. And that's how you save your kids' photos. That way you can actually tag them in photos, and then they have their own album of just their pictures. Now I'm just still having trouble actually getting back to it. That's the funny part.
It's not in your photos, like in your albums?
Well, it says, yeah, it's in your albums, but when I'm looking, it's not just, like, right at the top. So if it is there, it's, buried in God knows how many other albums.
A bunch of other photos.
Yeah.
So real quick, my sister just came by and gave me my birthday presents. She brought me pizza.
Nice.
No.
And hot wings. And as a joke, and this is not what I normally drink, I've never had this, but she brought me a whole case.
Yeah! Seltzer, baby.
But Corona, specifically,
awesome.
Yep.
because of all this. So
that's so funny.
I'm about to try that.
Yeah. Let me know how that is. I've tried.
I don't like White Claw.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Like now, every single brewery has a seltzer.
Yeah, hard seltzer.
So yeah, I've had Blue Moon's is pretty good.
Oh,
It's
really?
Like
I didn't know they had one.
Yeah, Blue Moon has one. It's like a really light orange soda. Like really, really light. It's like, oh, this is nice.
We're gonna start with cherry.
Ooh. Ian's birthday drink.
That for you.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Cheers. Wait, what's Jason drinking?
Oh, this way.
More cider.
Ooh, that's right. You've been drinking the cider.
Yeah, so I had some champagne last night, but...
Oh, it's rosé.
I get the variety packs.
Rosé cider.
I thought that was really sweet. The rosé.
It's a little on the sweet side, I agree.
Ooh.
But I thought it was still pretty tasty.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's a lot better because the flavor is not too strong.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of sparkling water, but I like it plain. So if there's too much flavor, I actually
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
it. So that's good.
Well, you know what's interesting? Some bars have Truly. Do you know what Truly is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've had that.
Some bars have Truly on tap and it's unflavored. So they'll like add flavor themselves if you want it. But like there is unflavored hard seltzer out there.
Huh.
Oh, that
Really
sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because
But does it like have that alcohol-y taste? Like that, that...
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried it myself. Probably should. Probably.
Just sounds like it would taste like fizzy rubbing alcohol.
Probably. It's interesting. Like, hard seltzer is really good for quarantine because if you want to sit in and drink, at least you're drinking something lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love beer, but I can't just sit in my apartment and drink beer. That'll make me tired and too much carbs and calories.
That's what I've always said about having hard seltzer at the beach, because then you're like still drinking water, kind of.
Are you getting hydrated?
Kind of.
There are some drinks that are perfect for certain situations. Like, hard seltzer at the beach or like Corona on the beach. Oh, you can't beat it. Ha ha ha, coronavirus. But yeah, seriously, like drinking a Corona on the beach is like the most satisfying thing in the world. It's like, it's like
you passed it up, Jason.
It's like PB&J and milk. It's the perfect pairing. Beautiful. Is Jason still looking for that picture?
Yeah, I finally got it. So I honestly still can't find a way to get just to the scrapbook, but if I go to a picture that he's tagged in, I can click on his name and it takes me there.
Yeah.
I thought I saw it like up more though.
So that's weird that they have it that way, but okay. So yeah, I found it, and there's a couple of pictures I want to share.
Oh. We're all watching a very fast slideshow of the Dupree family.
Right.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put them up on the feed so that everybody can see them. Because the whole reason this came up is because Anna talking about the pictures of him, looking tough, I guess, for like picture day, are really good. I found one of them, and I know there's two, and I've missed the second one. So I know y'all were trying to look at my screen. Everybody else is just watching y'all looking at it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Did you guys finish talking about the virtual races?
I think so. Oh.
Did
Yeah,
you
we concluded that they're owned by cool
Yeah, I
events.
found
No one should ever do that.
in the terms there was a thing that showed their contact email was actually virtualrun@coolevents.com.
Did you see the medal I sent to you, Jason?
Did.
I was saying the only one that was tempting was when I saw this really cute Star Wars one.
That would be tempting, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going to throw that one up on the screen as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I see my icon says love Star Wars now.
Ooh, found it. All right, cool. So, I need to share... Oh, man. I need to share a couple in a row to all fit together here. This is why you gotta have all this stuff ahead of time. So now I gotta get back to... Why is she not tagged?
Aww.
Apparently I tag my kids, but my wife doesn't. I don't know if she knows that you can. I'm not sure.
So Kim, I'm gonna download. So I have product key for Diablo 3, and I'm debating whether to download it on my desktop or my laptop.
Oh.
Because desktop, it means that I'm limited to play it only on my desktop, and it forces me to not play it all the time. But desktop, I can bring it wherever I want.
Oh, yeah.
Or laptop. I don't know. It's a conundrum.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
The little bit of gaming I've done on computer, I prefer it on a desktop, I guess.
When you actually register your key, it'll be attached to your Blizzard account, so you can put it on both.
Ooh.
You just solved that problem.
Problem solved.
For an online game, if I put it on both, will I have the same game, the same progress saved on both? If it's online? Okay.
Yeah, it'll all be attached to your login.
Okay, that's encouraging. That's how I know I sound old. I ask these questions and I can hear myself asking and I'm like, oh, God.
No, I've been doing that a lot lately and feeling like I should know these things. I'm playing my vintage games on a really new big TV. So obviously they look terrible because the ratio's off. I mean, I'm like, is there some sort of adapter or condenser? I don't know. Can I fix this
seriously.
somehow? Because it's some of the games that we've put on there, you can barely even make out what's going on.
It's so funny. So I played Diablo 2 on my giant desktop monitor, right? And it's actually not too terrible, but I want to try resizing the screen, but it has two options. It's insane. It's either full screen or this tiny, condensed version. And I'm like, I can't see I can't see anything.
That's exactly the same on the TV. It went down to a tiny little box. I'm like, this is no better. This is not a solution.
There is no in between.
Because we have a Sega, we have an original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, so those games are not translating onto that TV. Maybe I have to.
What do you have? What do you have those on? You actually have the old systems? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an N64.
I keep everything.
I've hooked up my N64 to my main TV, and it just looks bad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I want to play my Nintendo. It just looks so bad.
All right, y'all ready for picture time?
Yeah!
Yay!
Okay. Let's see. Let's start with... First, let's look at Kim's... You say you did this virtual run, or you...
No, I said I'm tempted to sign up for it just so I could get this adorable medal. And it goes against everything I've been saying about virtual races. This is how they get you.
Yep.
Well, it's stupid because I'm just paying them money for nothing.
For a medal.
Yeah, for a medal.
Yeah.
Well, now I've lost my thing for... Hey, buddy. Getting close, dude. I lost my image. Hang on, I'll get it real quick here. Well, I thought I would.
Better than White Claw.
Hey, good.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
It has a lot less alcohol content, though.
Oh, that's good. How much?
It's only 4.5, 90 calories.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot less. Like I said, I think it tastes better.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the one that's making Kim question.
Oh, that's the...
It's the Mandalorian one. And it's
That
so
is
cute.
kind of cute. How much are they charging?
That one was $25.
So what website did that one come from?
That one comes from Race Pace. Hold on, I still have it up. I saved it so I could quote it. Virtual Pace Series.
Because we saw
That's
that the other group of virtual runs was definitely cool events.
Yes. This one is a $25 entry. You get to pick 5K, 10K, or half, and then you get the medal. There's no T-shirt or anything.
Wow, they got a bunch of them.
They've got a toilet paper medal.
They have a back feature.
Oh, it's funny.
These are everywhere.
Oh my god, they have a friends on Pivot for the couch.
Definitely makes you wonder if they're licensing any of the, like...
I don't think the Star Wars ones are licensed.
I don't see anything that is, like, Top Run. Obviously, it looks like Top Gun, but it doesn't say Top Gun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Pivot isn't technically trademarked.
So they might be getting around it with little small things, like nothing in this says Back to the Future.
Yeah. And that Mandalorian one, nothing on it says Star Wars.
Nope, just says May the 4th be with you, which is
clever.
Yeah, and it's like just half of the little child's space.
All right.
Yeah, and he's adorable.
Yes.
Baby Yoda. Yeah. Oh, I gotta text my brother. I'm gonna trade him my HBO login for his Disney Plus login.
Have you seen The Mandalorian yet?
No, not yet. I don't have a Disney login, so.
All right,
you binged those 8 episodes or whatever. It's worth it.
I really want to watch it. Oh my god,
so
there's the picture.
Oh,
Put that one front and center.
So talking about my son and how tough he looks whenever he's...
That's so funny.
So they take the school pictures and they give you the proof and then turn it into something like this.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, that is so cute. I can't handle it. It reminds me of, those dating profile pictures from the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like weirdly intense and they're like head slightly tilted and they're like looking really intensely at the camera. It totally reminds me of that.
All right.
Oh.
Here's another one.
That close up is great.
Gosh. Oh, I love it.
And
So
while
good.
looking through their pictures, this really young one of him just made me, reminded me, this was at a Savage Race.
Oh, love it.
Obviously, look at that little fat face, but even Layla looking super tough.
Layla's
hair.
That's what I was thinking. Her hair is so cool.
Yeah, April did that.
Wow.
I want to do my hair like that.
Get on April's level. Jeez, that's awesome. That's such a cool picture.
I just want someone to travel with me and braid my hair for me.
Yeah, right? I've started, you know what, Kim? I have started to get better at it because I realized a year or two ago, which is funny because I'm, in my 30s, I should have realized this sooner. But everything takes practice. You're going to start out crappy and just repetition. Mm-hmm. That's what OCR has taught me.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about it one day, about a year ago, and I was like, the same could be said to braiding.
Yeah.
The first couple times I'm going to do it myself are going to be crappy. And I'm saying like the first 15 times I braided my hair, it looked awful.
I French braid my own hair for all my races.
Yeah,
I've gotten way better at it, but I can't French braid other people's hair.
Oh, neither can I. People will see my hair now and they're like, "Oh, you're really good at French braiding." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
With my own head.
Okay, let me be specific. I can Dutch braid my own hair. I can't French braid it. For some reason, it's always inverted, but...
Oh, I haven't looked at the styles. I'm probably the same
We've
way.
gotten into super, girl OCR now.
Right.
But nothing beats a braid.
Dude, seriously. I mean, you want to talk about best hairstyle for OCR races, it's going to be braids, hands down.
Super tight braid.
Yep. Exactly.
Though, during Worlds this year, I had double French braids, and lap 3, I got my top of my head stuck in the barbed wire. You know how the kiss and mud was super low? So many people got stuck. I had to rip the part out, and so my hair's still growing out in that spot.
Oh no!
No, it got that
I
bad.
have had that.
Oh yeah, I had to rip it
like
out.
stuck in like the barbed wire or something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
wonder. My hair is so fine that usually I'm able to just. I get a weird little loop because it pulls it out, but I'm able to like untangle it and keep moving.
Yeah, I forget who helped me, but we had to like. He's like, I think I'm gonna have to just tug on this. I'm like, go, do it,
just do it, just
rip it. It's okay.
My pain in the ass problem was I had my hair braided, and then the bottom of my braids kept getting stuck in the Velcro of my wetsuit.
Yeah.
And it was just such a pain because I'm like, I would keep having to pull it out because it would like choke me at weird spots. And I'm like, ugh. It was terrible.
You know, Devil's Taint this year at Worlds was terrible going through because when it pulled everything down, it kept pulling the race bib up.
Yeah.
And I would come out of there feeling like I was being strangled.
Yes.
So I started tucking, clipping my my running backpack to it so it would hold it down.
Yeah,
but it was
good call.
Oh,
for me, it would tug on my wetsuit, and so it felt like I was being strangled. Like I would start.
Bad.
There were 2 or 3 laps where I legitimately was like freaking out under there because I kept trying to move forward, and I was getting like it was getting tighter, and so I would panic and try to go forward faster, and then I was like getting full on strangled. I'm like, get me out of here.
Am I the only one that got stuck under the mats and was just laying there going, help, help?
Dude, one lap. There was only one lap where I approached Devil's Taint by myself, and so I tried to do it by myself, and yeah, I got kind of caught under the mat, and I was struggling, and I was like, I can't get it, and like,
because it feels like, never ending.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
gonna die here.
Worse.
I'm gonna drown in an inch of mud. I'm going to die here.
Right? That was the worst obstacle of all time. Like, the worst. Like I'm glad we could.
You know, I hated it though. I really.
There was no love for it.
Really?
No love for it whatsoever.
I never thought again. That would be too soon. It was the worst. The worst. Like I was saying, I'm glad we can laugh about it now because I was angry at it. I hated it. I hated it with a vengeance. I hated it.
All right, you girls, if y'all want to keep chatting, I do need to go. So, okay, hang on.
I'm probably gonna go. I gotta make myself
we can all go.
do something.
So. It's been so good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.